Hello and welcome to Grove City High School's commencement on this monumental spring day. Welcome parents, relatives, friends, distinguished guests, and staff, but most of all, hello graduating seniors. I'd like to start by saying congratulations to parents of our seniors and grandparents too on this great occasion. Our school is fortunate to have families who continually support our teaching staff and our programs. Thank you all for your unwavering support. Seniors, please join me at this time in thanking your family members with a round of applause. Our teaching staff continues to extend itself and exceed expectations. I want to thank them for the extras they've provided, especially the time and energy put into this senior class. Teachers and staff, please stand at this time so we can recognize you. Thank you. I would also like to mention two teacher retirees, Captain Stephen Nochi, the leader of our ROTC program, and Dr. Margie Weaver from our business department. Today, we not only say goodbye to this wonderful senior class, but also Captain Nochi and Dr. Weaver and their 25 years of service in education. We also have one more retiree of support staff. Carol Shaw has been an aide at Grove City for the past 9 years. She started at Grove City back in 1988 in the rec center and ran the booster concessions for a number of years and has done a phenomenal job serving the students of GCHS. So thank you, retirees, and on all of your efforts with our students as well. Today marks the 120th commencement for Grove City High School. As we reflect and move through today's ceremony, I would like to call attention to the number of years of our retirees and also call to mind the changing world our graduates will soon enter as young adults. A few years back, we had 3 retirees and their total years of service was 87. This year, the retiring personnel have 34 in this prestigious business. Clearly, this is an indication of a changing world, a world where personalization, choice, and opportunity have changed the direction of many people in various careers. In education, we have the responsibility to prepare, with families, students for this world. When you started kindergarten, I imagine your families anticipated this day. I even bet your parents and grandparents are surprised at how fast this day has arrived. I'm sure they've even wondered about what each of you would become, and as they continue to wonder, right parents? It is certainly apparent that this too will happen quicker and sooner than you once anticipated. Not to mention the titles of jobs that weren't even created back on that first day in kindergarten, shortly after the turn of the century. Your abilities as graduates, in my opinion, will be challenged earlier than ever. However, the rewards of your competency and talent will be great. You might be sitting there questioning yourself and wondering, can I do it? Well, that's a simple answer. Yes, of course you can. Especially if you go looking for success instead of waiting for it to find you. This affirmation of this answer will continue to unfold in the words of your classmates today and in a song later from the members of our choir. So I urge you to listen carefully and take it all in. To close and to plant the first seed of your final lesson at Grove City High School, I will leave you with a quote from former First Lady Mrs. Nancy Reagan, a quote that is proudly displayed on your senior gift in our commons. It reads, "There's a big, wonderful world out there for you. It belongs to you. It's exciting and stimulating and rewarding. Don't cheat yourselves out of this promise." 2016, best of luck. It's been a great 4 years. Thank you. It is my pleasure to welcome to the stage the class of 2016 valedictorian, Edith Basu. He will be sent. Princeton University to study astrophysics. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the stage, Judith Bassoon.
After countless years sitting on cold, hard metal chairs, listening to lectures, occasionally falling asleep, reading countless pages of English classics and countless tabs of SparkNotes. After 13 long years, we have finally acquired, sharpened, and maintained a fundamental education. Now this fundamental education is something not to be taken lightly. It is the education that marks the beginning of something greater. Some of you will jump right into the workforce. Some of you will go on to the myriad of fantastic universities and colleges you've been accepted to. And some of you will fight for our country. Many of you will do phenomenal, fantastic things with your lives, and rightly so. Because after 13 long years, it is most definitely rightly deserved. While it was the school that indeed gave us this world-class education, the school, however, takes no responsibility of our future. We are fully responsible for our own future. That is why each and every one of us must find what we want to do the most. Each of you must discover yourself and uncover what drives you forward, to inspire, to thrive, to fly, what drives you to be you. We are all free to choose all paths we desire. Perhaps one day, if not already, we will all find something so amusing it will change our lives forever. People don't act because they find something amusing. People discover amusing things because they act. This world is full of so many beautiful, amazing things, there is not a minute to waste. Rather than doing things one would rather not do for the sake of making a living, creating a society of people doing whatever their passions desire them to do is far more interesting. In this audience tonight, we have some special guests. We have the future in front of us. We have, here before my eyes, lie our future lawyers and doctors, future librarians and technicians, future programmers and gamers, future interesting people, and physics majors. We're all here. Let life take us forward into the unknown and bring upon us our destiny of our own making. Thank you. It is my pleasure to welcome to the stage our class of 2016 valedictorian Zachary Doherty. He will attend the Ohio State University to study biomedical and chemical engineering with pre-medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Zachary Doherty to the stage.
Good afternoon, and thank you, class of 2016. When preparing for my speech today, I wanted to avoid the typical cliches that can be found in a graduation speech. So I'm not going to talk to you about how this isn't an end but a beginning, or how the future belongs to you, or that you're going to change the world. No, class of 2016, I'm going to talk to you about failure. I'm going to share a bit of a secret that I've heard over the years. The life will only get harder from here. Tough classes, demanding jobs, going into the military, and by far the worst, doing your own laundry. Life is going to be full of challenges, and we're bound to fail sometime. But don't get me wrong, the future has extraordinary and enlightening opportunities that'll push you, cause you to grow, and become better people. But living does not come without its hardships. For extremely talented classmates like yourself, failure can come out as a huge letdown, and rightfully so. Each and every one of you has and will continue to work hard, and the fact that you're here today is evidence of your triumphs and achievements. Many of us have planned, and others have the joy in discovering their passion, but it will not come without failure. However, failure is not to be feared. Sure, work hard and do the best of your ability to avoid failure, but when it comes, don't hide or run away from it. Instead, embrace failure, because failure doesn't mean you're not good enough. Failure doesn't mean this part of your life is over. Failure doesn't mean you have to settle for something less. Failure is just the jumping off point to the next chapter of your life. Failure is often the event that leads to your inevitable success. While writing this, I came across a quote that said, "You will have failures in your life, but it's what you do during those valleys that determine the heights of your peaks." Failure is not as important in life than how you respond to it. Respond to failure with strength and enthusiasm, because all of you are destined for greatness. Each one of you will change the course of humanity and inspire those to come. So don't be afraid to take risks, be who you are, and become who you want to be. Because class of 2016, we are good enough. I've had the pleasure of spending the past 4 years with an extraordinary group of friends and classmates, and I'm excited to see what kinds of things you'll be doing in the future. So today, celebrate your graduation, celebrate the future, and celebrate knowing you can overcome everything the future has in store. Thank you. It is my pleasure to welcome to the podium the 2016 Senior Class President, Sochi Kahigal. Sochi will be attending Bowling Green State University in the fall to major in criminal justice and minor in Spanish. Ladies and gentlemen, Sochi Kahigal.
Good afternoon, class of 2016. Graduation is finally here. 4 years of studying and walking through those crowded halls are over. 4 years of our lives filled with hardships, lessons, and some awesome memories are over. 4 years of each and every one of us growing and learning in so many different ways, but coming together on this day for such an amazing ceremony of accomplishment. Each of us sitting here has had a different high school experience, which is something I definitely find beauty in. One of the 3 things Grove City is especially good at is personalizing. Everywhere in our school there are signs showing 3 words that have truly stuck out to me: personalizing, connecting, and inspiring. To me, the most important is personalizing, which is the act of altering something to meet one's individual needs. Each of us personalized our high school careers every day we went to school, and here we sit with the same result. Every person here is beautiful and different, 2 words that to me go hand in hand. Diversity is incredible, and sometimes as teenagers, we forget that it's good to stand out and stand up for what we believe in, even when it's not always popular. As the song we will soon hear tells us, we should just let life be like breathing. Here we go into the adult world with not a clue what to do and every worry in the world, but if we just slow down and breathe, we will find a way. Not only should we let it be like breathing, but we have to let go of feeling we are anything but beautiful. Class of 2016, your beauty is not defined by the number of likes you get on Instagram, nor how many followers you have on Twitter. Beauty is not found in a number, and there is no scale for measuring it, but each and every person here possesses it. We all see this beauty in different things, and that's just another part of our individuality. Some of us see beauty in a music sheet or a new album cover. Some of us find beauty in a really challenging math problem. Some of us find it in a new set of paintbrushes, a cat dissection, a poem, a field and a ball, but I hope we can all find it when looking back on these 4 years that have so quickly come to an end. 4 years over, and now a lifetime of memories to be made and lessons to be learned, and I'm so glad I have 4 years with all of you to look back on. 4 years of high school education are over, and if you didn't learn anything in anatomy or English or algebra, I hope you learned that you are different and beautiful and important, and your path can take you wherever you want to go. Always remember that Grove City High School will be a part of who you are and forever a place we can call home. I want you to take note of the words we are about to hear, classmates. Let go of feeling you're anything but beautiful, and please, let the rest of your wonderful lives be like breathing. Thank you.